Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Eden, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions on the highest grossing movies of 2025. So me and my friends love going to the movies every week. You guys should follow me on TikTok and Instagram to see my weekly movie reviews. But we decided, actually my friend Destiny, she did this last year on her own and then offered this as an idea for the group to do. So we went through the entire list of I'm sure we missed some, but all the movies that are planning to be released in 2025. And we gathered our 10 that we think are gonna make the highest grossing list. On this list on Wikipedia, so I'll have that linked below, but there are so many movies coming out this year. And a lot of them are sequels, I will say. A lot of them are sequels and prequels, spin-offs, all the things. So one thing to consider in this list, it was hard because there was a lot of movies that I really want to see do well, but there are so many movies that already have pre-existing audiences that just already pushes them up to the top. And then there are some on here that I don't know will do well. I'm gonna let you guys decide. The winner in my group will get to pick their movie marathon, and they'll have a crown and a sash and all that jazz. So I'm gonna make my friends watch all of my favorite movies, and that'll be the marathons, which you guys can go follow me on Letterboxd and you'll see all of my favorite films on there. I should make like a whole list. But nevertheless, let's get into this list of movies that I think will do well in 2025.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Okay, so the first on my list, or I'm starting at number 10 on the list, I think will be The Monkey. I have to say, I made this list the very beginning of January, and this is before like all the marketing for other movies came out. And I'm obviously, like, as movies get closer to being released, like more marketing comes out, and then you kind of get the sense of like what people are anticipating to go see. So it's kind of hard to judge, but I put The Monkey on here because I don't know, I feel like it's the year of the monkey. There's a lot of horror films that are coming out this year that I think are gonna captivate a lot of people. I'm not a horror girly. There's a specific kind of horror that I like, and The Monkey is a really hit or miss. I feel like when I first saw the trailers for it, I was like, this looks stupid. But then I saw another trailer that kind of explains, not really explains, but it kind of gives more of like what the movie's gonna be. And I feel like it could be funny. It probably will be funny. I'm still up in the air about it, but I think that once like the first wave of people go see it, I feel like the hype will grow for it and it'll be up there. I also could be completely wrong about it, but I don't know. The next I have on my list is Opus. This one has, I forget her name. I forget how to say her name, but I'll put a picture of her on the screen. I saw the trailer and I thought like, wow, this looks really good. I kind of regret putting this on my list, but we're locked in, so I can't change it. But this movie reminds me of Blink Twice. And I saw Blink Twice. I remember the trailer for Blink Twice and I was like, that looks good. And I saw it months later after it came out. And when I saw this trailer, I thought, okay, this reminds me of Blink Twice. Like, I wonder how different it'll be. I put it on the list because of the cast. I do think that the audience in general is kind of over this plot being done. So I don't know, I'm really curious to see like how it will do. I don't think it deserves to be on my list, but again, I locked it in, so I can't change it. The next one, okay, I feel like I always have to bring a precursor to this because there's so many movies coming out, and I put a lot of these on here selfishly because I want them to do good. But there's a lot of like prequels and sequels and spin-offs coming out in 2025. So this one, it is the third movie in this franchise. It's Now You See Me 3. I absolutely love the Now You See Me movies. I feel like they're like a hidden gem. I think that the first one did really well. I feel like not many people saw the second one. And I don't know. I feel like it's good. I love Dave Franco. Jesse Eisenberg's also in it. And I really want this to do good. I feel like we've been waiting for this for a long time too. And only like a sub niche group of people have been waiting for this movie, I think. And I want it to do well. It comes out in November, which I feel like October, November is like the perfect time for movies to come out. So maybe it'll do good, but we also have so many other great ones on this list. So I don't know, it could be up there. It'll be like a pleasant surprise if it does end up on the list, on the final list, but we'll see. Okay, the next one is The Housemaid. I think that this year is like the year for books, books to become movies. I want to also preface that we did this list for movies that are going to be in theaters. I did not count movies going to Netflix, going straight to streaming, because there are a lot of those movies also that I think will probably do well, that I think will also do well. But I say that with Narnia in mind. Narnia also I think is coming out this year, or it's getting filmed. I don't know, it's a Greta Gerwig film that she's doing. So anyways, The Housemaid, it comes out in December of 2025. The book is amazing. I've heard, I haven't read it, but everyone I've talked to says that it's amazing. I already know what happens. I know the plot. So I anticipate that this movie is going to be great. I think also the cast is pretty stacked as well. And I think that with, oh, hey friend, can I play with you later? I think with everything that came out with, what is that? Florals movie. It Ends With Us. I don't know why I forgot the title, but with everything that came out with It Ends With Us, I think that it could be like a hit or miss. I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, another book to film, like the popular book that went to TV. Like, let's see how this one does. Even though I don't think there's any crossover at all. Also, Brandon Sklenar is in The Housemaid, and he was in It Ends With Us. So I'm curious to see how the promo leading up to the movie release will be, and the turnout for it, if people will go see this movie because he's in it or not. Obviously with the lawsuit and Blake Lively and his involvement with it, I think that will have an effect on whether or not people will go see it. But who knows, that's a whole year from now, so it could totally be different. So I'm curious to see how that plays into the success of this movie. I feel like the book girlies will show out for this one, and I feel like it'll do well. I feel like it'll do really well. At least I hope so. So we'll see. I keep saying I feel like, but I also think the similar thing with The Monkey. I feel like audiences who have read the book will go see this movie, and then the hype will increase about it, and then everyone else will go watch it as well. So I think it's one of those, but we'll see. Okay, the next one that I'm so excited about is The Thunderbolts. I love Marvel. I've kept up with Marvel forever. I've watched all of them. Watched them chronological. Oh my God, I can't speak. I watched them in chronological order with the kids I used to babysit. So I am so excited for this. I'm not a comic girl. I don't know the comics, so sorry. I'm not that deep into Marvel, but I have seen all of the movies. And I love Florence Pugh. She's my girl crush. Florence, you're not watching this, but in case you are, my DMs are open to you and only you. This will bring back a lot of people to the theater. That's a lot to say for a movie, but I don't know. I miss the hype around movie theaters, and I want to take this time to say, go support the theaters. I really think everyone should go see a movie in theaters. It's so different when it's on streaming. I know it's so convenient for everybody, and it's like easy just to download it to your TV and buy it, whatever. But the experience in the theater is, you can't replace that in home. And I think a movie definitely is taken differently when it's on the big screen than on your TV. Anyways, so yeah, The Thunderbolts, super excited about. Next, I have Wicked. I feel Like, I need to see more promo to really give my honest opinion. I love Wicked. Listen, I'm a theater girl through and through, okay? I love musicals. I love Wicked. And I feel like that was the perfect opportunity for the theater and secular world to be combined and for all people to like really love it. But, and I say this with a big but, I think that the first movie had so much hype around it and so much anticipation and everyone's so excited, and even people that don't know theater, they're like, oh, what is this hype about? And Ariana Grande, we all know who that is, let's go watch it. And so everyone saw it, and there's just a lot circling around it. I'm afraid that there's going to be a big fall off of the next one, and I want people to go see it. I hope that it does just as good as the first one did. I am a little nervous that the hype is just, it could pick back up. It definitely could. I mean, it comes out in November, so there's plenty of time for promos and extra stuff. I just want to also take this time to say that I would love to go to the premiere and you know, sit in the front seat, bring my friends with me. We would go to the premiere and go see it. I think it would be amazing. But yeah, so high hopes for Wicked because I love it, and I definitely cried at the first one, so I'll be bawling in the second one, and yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, okay, I know I had Wicked like pretty down low for it to be a really big movie, but the next one I have on here, so the last 4 on my list I put on here because of one, the pre-built audiences, okay, there. So just have that in mind when I say these things. Also keep in mind my number 2 on the list, I have a huge disclaimer when I put number 2. Okay, anyways, the number 4, How to Train Your Dragon. It's a live action, okay? And I feel like everyone's kind of over the live actions, so I say that with a huge asterisk, but I personally love anything with dragons. Dragons and mermaids are my shit, and vampires, but we all know that. And I feel like a lot of parents will take their kids to go see this. People like me who also just love this franchise will go see it. It's a live action. I mean, there's so many like boxes to be checked off for this to do well, and it's a DreamWorks, so I think promo will probably be good. I've only seen the one trailer for it. We'll see how it goes, but I feel like it could do really well. Okay, the next one, Final Destination, Bloodlines. I saw the trailer for this one, and I hope that we don't get any more trailers because this one did so well, and I think that it really builds the hype. Final Destination has an already huge audience. If you love that kind of horror, if you grew up watching those movies like I did, like those movies are kind of sentimented into a certain subculture. So I feel like it's going to be one of those that the fans are going to go see, and then when we see it, we build the hype up for it, and then everyone else is going to go see it too, because you're going to miss out. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to see this. I also think that this is one to go see in theaters. Like Wicked, this one, Thunderbolts, I think all of those ones are the theater ones to go see. I mean, I will probably be seeing all of these in theaters because I'm an A-list member, so you know, we go support the theater. So I feel like it's gonna be worth it. Are you gonna go see Final Destination too? Number 2 on my list. This movie already came out and the reviews were not good, and I have not seen this movie yet. So I regret putting this on my list, and I regret putting it so high on my list, but it's Captain America, I will say. It's the new Captain America that came out in February, and I feel like I had every right to put it at number 2 here because Marvel, I feel like it was very highly anticipated since the end of the Chris Pratt? No. Chris Evans, from the Chris Evans Captain America, and everyone's just kind of like waiting for this new one to come out. I did hear that it was bad, so I don't know. We'll see when this at the end of the year, but I feel like all the movies that are stacked up against this one pushes it down further, and the reviews already like week 2 in theater and it's not doing well. So before I give away the movie that I think is going to do the best, I want to say the movies that I'm really excited to go see that I think won't do well. Not that they won't do well, but I don't think they'll make the top 10 list. And the movies that I'm just curious to see how it performs. So the first one that I'm really excited to go see is Death of a Unicorn. I'll put the cast on the screen. I saw the trailer for this and I was like, oh my god, this looks great. It's an A24 film. We all know A24 has been killing it recently. I think this movie is going to do great in terms of like people are going to love it, but I don't think it'll be like the highest grossing film. So I think you guys should go and watch it. Prove me wrong. Go to the movies and go see it. Lilo and Stitch. I didn't put this on here just to be stubborn because I feel like I know Lilo and Stitch is probably going to do really well. It's a live action. It comes out May 31st. I pulled that out of my ass. I know it comes out in May. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I know it will do well. I mean, it's like all generations going to go see it, and it's a live action. Like everyone loves Stitch. Like it's gonna do well. So I'm excited to see. I did see on the list SpongeBob the movie is coming out and Plankton is coming out. I put a lot of question marks by it because I'm like, is it necessary? It feels a little like greedy. Like, why are we doing a lot? Anyways, okay, so back to my list as number 1. The number 1 movie that I know for a fact will do great, that will do number 1 for a fact, is the Minecraft movie. I mean, it has Jack Black. It has, what's his name? Baby Daddy. What's his name? Jason Momoa. It has Jason Momoa. People who grew up playing it, those adults now whose kids are also playing it. It's a kids movie about a kids game. Jack Black, like, it's gonna do $1 billion first week. I already know it. That's what I mean. Like, it's already an established audience. So yeah, and I feel like it's gonna do like how Barbie was for the girls. Like Minecraft is gonna, but Minecraft is like kind of like for everyone. Like I feel everyone played Minecraft and everyone knows Minecraft. So I think it was number 1 on like all of our lists. So I'll be shocked if it doesn't do what we think it's gonna do, but I'm never wrong about this kind of thing, so I know it's gonna do great. So that's my list of the movies I think will do great for 2025, the highest grossing movies of 2025. Comment down below what you think I got wrong or right, and let me know what your list looks like and what movies you're excited to go see. There's a ton of films coming out this year. I wish I could make this list 20 miles long because there were so many that I was like, that one's gonna do good, that one's gonna do great. And then there's just movies I'm really excited to go see. I miss theater culture and just like people going to the movies, so highly recommend. I'm an AMC A-lister, which means that I pay a certain amount of money each month. It's like $20, I think, and I can see 3 movies every week. It pays for itself, honestly. I think they changed it. Now I can go see 4 a week. It literally is worth it. There's other subscriptions out there too. I know one of my friends, he has something else because AMC isn't like in his area. So just check with your local theaters and see what subscriptions they have. And yeah, try a new movie. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on all my socials, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.